See, you are hearing me confess it and speak it. What about you? Sit down. Listen to me. David wrote Psalms. We speak confessions. We put out declarations. The men wrote poems. You're not even taking your time to understand these things. When you get a hold of these things, your countenance will change. It will change. Even the way you walk and talk changes. People think you are showing off, you are too... Your confidence gets to a certain level where people say, I think you need to reduce. If they have never told you are showing off, you have a problem. Who are you, O thou mountain? Before me you shall become a plain. You know, that kind of talk comes from somebody who meditates. Looking at a mountain and say, who are you? Say, Zerubbabel. Before me you shall become a plain. Say that. I know you're not getting it. First Kings. Just go to First Kings, chapter number 4. From a natural standpoint, the man himself, David, gave birth to Solomon. Solomon would meditate upon the Lord. It is written in the Bible. To the extent where he got into a dream and God told him, your wisdom will increase. Meditation is the source of wisdom. But I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. No, you don't meditate. I don't even know what to think. Even in your notebook, check what you have written right now. Do you think it makes sense? Some of you just wrote wisdom. Well, so what are you going to do with those notes? Wisdom. Full stop. Hagah! Exclamation mark. And then you start consoling yourself, yes, but I'll watch a rerun of the program. And God gave Solomon Phronesis and Sophia. Exceeding much. Whew. It says exceeding much. He gave Solomon wisdom. The word wisdom there is the word phronesis. Amplitude of mind. If you want me to now explain amplitude, then every word I have to explain. Amplitude of mind. Whew. Exceeding much. You know, when the Bible gets to pile up words, it means what we are explaining to you. The English people, when they were translating, they knew this is not much to say wisdom alone. Let's add more words so that it beefs up what has been said. So it's not the kind of wisdom you have. No, this one, he said he gave him wisdom. Much, exceeding much. Phronesis and Sophia. Do you understand that Sophia is actually the particle that Jesus used to walk on water? And when the Bible says, in Jesus, our wisdom, it means our Sophia. And the Bible says he was given Phronesis and Sophia. Old Testament men receiving the amplitude of mind like Jesus' mind. Before salvation. It says, and understanding exceeding much, and largeness of heart, even as the sand that is on the seashore. Largeness of heart. He could take anything. You were simple. What are you doing? They don't like me. Yeah. So what are you doing now? I'm sitting at the back. Hey, you're sitting at the back now. You don't like us now. Mm-hmm. What kind of man of God is this? What kind of congregant are you? Imagine you are sitting there with your nose in your mouth. For what? Just get out. Don't even go home. It's not yours. It's the council house. May you have your own. I said, may you have your own. Largeness of heart, even as the sand that is on the seashore. Let's go. And Solomon's wisdom excelled the wisdom of all the children in the East country. It excelled the wisdom of all the children in the East country. Do you know what it means? It means he was better than Asians. One man. India, take it there. Sri Lanka, take it there. Anybody you want, take it there. China, take it there. Whatever you can think of, one guy was better than all of them. One guy. Now hear this. So you Indians don't get angry. Let's read it. And the children of the East country and all the wisdom of Egypt. Now Egypt is here. Okay. Now let's take the whole country, the whole world. And was wiser than all people. Than Ethan the Ezrahite. If you see someone mentioned like that, they were clever. After saying the whole world, they say, no, but there are some people we know you think are wise. Haman, Shalko, Dada, the son of Mahor, and his fame was in all nations round about. Let's hear this. Hear this. He spoke 3,000 proverbs. I know what you think. Your book. Now I'm not going to tell you this. Let me switch it off from my mind. I'm here to tell you. So I was with my security officer. I said something. He said, so I was doing my Hagah. So I caught a verse. And he waited and turned around and said, Papa, is that David who said that? Because I'm reading the book of Psalms. So I kept quiet. Then after a few seconds, I said, son, who tells you that if it's the book of Psalms, it is David? He said, I didn't know that. Moses wrote it. David wrote it. Even Adam. Even Psalm 90 is Moses' psalm. The one you like a lot is not even written by David. Some of them are even written, the psalm of this one. Psalm of Asaph. And the average Christian just say, it was written by David. You grow up. Look at this. He spake what? 3,000 proverbs. And his songs were 1,005. How do you sing those songs? Even our greatest singers, Michael Jackson, not 1,000 and his songs were 1,005. Hear this now. Hear this. And he spoke of trees. You know when you're finished with information, go like, now I'm studying trees now. Mangifera digitata. The man was going into it. All the botanical names and the meaning, everything, he knew it. Listen, the man spoke of trees. How crazy can you be? After finishing all the scientific data, he would line them up. And Jesus comes in, who is our wisdom. And he says, a greater than Solomon is here. We can speak of trees better than Solomon. We can speak of anything better than Solomon. Brothers and sisters, one day when you decide to meditate, you will see realms open. Realms will open to you. I said realms will open to you. Imagine Jesus. He said, Abraham was glad to see my day. What was in Abraham that caused him to meditate until he started seeing the New Testament unveil? And says, and Abraham was glad to see my day. They turned to him and said, you are not even 50 and you say you saw Abraham. Abraham saw him where? Melchizedek. You're not hearing. The Bible says, with no father, with no mother, no genealogy of days. Some people say, yes, Melchizedek was a king of Jerusalem. You're mentally disturbed because Jerusalem was not created at the time of Melchizedek. Melchizedek, king of what? Of peace. Salem, shalom. King of what? Of peace. And the book of Hebrews calls Jesus what? The Prince of Peace. So if he's the prince, he is the child of the king. But we know the child of the king was king in flesh. So Melchizedek was Jesus in flesh in the Old Testament. And the Bible says, and Abraham gave him a tithe. So it's the New Testament, now we don't tithe. This guy saw the New Testament in the Old Testament. He said, the only reaction I can do is tithe. Abraham, for the first time when New Testament came in, he said, I will tithe. Sit down. Listen, you're sitting there. What you lack is wisdom from above.